Good evening. I'm Cadet Landon Sanders, and today I'm going to be giving a route planning brief from patrol base to the ORP for our platoon. So to start off, the whole movement is going to be conducted in a squad column team wedge, as this provides the most security for the unit. And along with this, I tried to make the plan that minimized the encounters with linear danger points, so roads and streams. There's not really any route that you could take that this zero, so you will have to cross linear danger points, but I tried to minimize these. So to start off with leg one, this is going to be a 1,300 meter movement at a 96-degree azimuth, traveling in a traveling movement. It's going to be roughly parallel to this spur, and it's going to be just south of the spur, traveling parallel. And what that'll allow us to do is to not silhouette ourselves to the enemy. From leg two, so from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, the 700 meter movement, and starting off at a 75-degree azimuth. It's also going to be traveling, and towards the end, we're going to channel between these two streams. And then checkpoint 2 is going to come when you actually do cross that stream as a linear danger point, so more precaution needs to be taken there. Leg 3 from checkpoint 2 to 3 is a 750 meter movement at a 90-degree azimuth. And so here we're pretty much hand drilling the road, and because of this, we're going to be traveling in a traveling overwatch movement technique. Because of this road to the north of us and the buildings that are north of the road, there's more chances that enemies will be spotted or could spot us, so we want to take extra precautions and security. And then once we get to the road that comes up south, that will be checkpoint 4, checkpoint 3, and that's also a linear danger area, so tactically we need to cross that road. So going leg 4, it has the same concerns as leg 3. We're going to be hand railing this road and stream, and of course there's buildings along that road, so we're going to be in a traveling overwatch movement technique, and this is just to increase security. This is a longer movement. It's 1,100 meters at a 38 degrees azimuth. So just hand railing this road for 1,100 meters. Leg 5, we're going to change directions drastically and head at 143-degree azimuth, and this leg's going to be straight dead reckoning up this hill. It's going to be an 800-meter movement, and since we're traveling through dense terrain with really no enemies expected at all, we're going to move back into a traveling movement technique. There's no roads or really any enemies in this area, so I believe this is safe. Leg 6, we're going to be contouring. So because this is a slower process and we're getting closer to the ORP, we're going to go ahead and move back into traveling overwatch. And so how this contouring is going to work is just going to stay at the same elevation, and we're going to pass this first spur and then on to the second spur. Once we're at the peak of that second spur, that's going to make our checkpoint 6. And so this is going to take a little bit longer. It's not really in any general direction. It's going to take a lot of terrain association. It's going to be a longer movement, even though it's not necessarily long. And then finally, the last leg to the ORP is going to be a 350 meter movement at a 62-degree azimuth. And then again, we're going to stay in traveling overwatch just as we're getting closer to the ORP. There should be more enemies likely in this area, so we're going to keep it at a traveling overwatch. A couple of the main points about this route is the linear danger areas here when we're crossing the road and stream, and we just want, and here when we cross at checkpoint 2 when we cross the stream, just to be careful that we're doing this tactically, keeping low profiles. Also, I tried to keep it away from different ridges and spurs, but when we are on those, we need to make sure that we're trying to keep our silhouette at a minimum so the enemy cannot see us. This is an unclassified route planning brief. Thank you.